Best niche fragrance houses for beginners. That's right, guys. Welcome to Joel the Nose. And today's video is a long form version of what I started just a few days ago in my shorter videos, where I'm talking about the best niche houses for people just getting into the niche fragrance world. There's a lot of you out there coming from TikTok, where you've been introduced, by a whole different crowd, starting out with designers, a lot of dupes. Great, more power to you. But a lot of you now are showing interest in coming into the niche fragrance world. And so I wanted to do a series where I introduce people who I think are some of the best niche houses. And so the first one I've talked about, and I'll do a little bit longer video today so I can talk a little bit about some more fragrances here, is the house of Etat Libre d'Orange. Etat Libre d'Orange. And I'll hold up the thing because I know that's a mouthful of words to say. But the reason why I'm introducing this house first, and you can see I have a bunch over here, is quite simply, it's the classic niche house. They're kind of known for avant-garde, artistic, pushing the edge type fragrances. So for some people, it might be a little bit risky as the first house they're getting into. It's not as safe as some other ones that I'll talk about that are more, I think, mass appealing. But what I like about this is it has a wide range of more, quote, beginner fragrances to ones that are much more advanced, and the price range is awesome. You can get these 30 ml bottles, although I don't think you can buy it in the States anymore. You have to get it probably from their website directly in France, but for under $100. And you can get a 50 ml for, I don't know, maybe in the middle 100, 125, 130. And I think the 100 milliliters are around $200. So you can check out their prices, but so they're very affordable. They're very creative. They're very niche. They do a lot of collaborations. They've collaborated with the actress Tilda Swinton. They've collaborated with the French fashion designer Roland Mouret, which I'll talk about one of the fragrances briefly here. So you're getting something that is very different, and you're going to smell totally unique from all the other kind of people that your friends that you may know that are kind of wearing the more generic stuff. So again, just to give you a quick summary of some fragrances that you can learn about and start wearing for very affordable prices. And the first I have, unfortunately, is discontinued. And this is Tom of Finland. If you can see Tom of Finland there. And I always said, it's funny, this to me is one of the most masculine, sexy fragrances I've ever owned. I get when I say that, some people disagree with me. Just for me, this is so sensual, sexual. It's based off of Tom of Finland. For those who don't know, he was this kind of character that was over the top, gender bending, all kinds of, crazy stuff. The box used to come with almost inside the box, you would open it up, it was almost like a little bit, I guess you would say, pornographic drawings that were in there. It's pretty crazy, but they have discontinued this as of the last couple of years, and it's now called Clean Suede. So apparently they kept the general DNA, reformulated it. It's called Clean Suede, which to me, that name, again, is a little bit misleading. If you can somehow find the original, I don't even know what it's selling for now on eBay or whatever. You can see I have about half the bottle left. It's an absolute banger, one of the best. And I think the reason why they had to reformulate is Tom of Finland is somebody had to license that name. So they licensed it from the, license holder. And when that ran out, probably decided, okay, we don't want to keep paying that price. So there you go. But that's going to start you out. If you go even that Clean Suede route, which is available now, you're going to get a darker, sexy leather fragrance that has birch, it has iris. It's so cool. It's so just sexy. And then another one comes in that realm of, I think, sexier, unique fragrances is Divine Enfant. Divine Enfant. I know I'm butchering it. This, again, wow, not going to be for everybody, but if you like unique, different fragrances, this is a peach, rose, patchouli fragrance. Those are the three notes that really stick out to me. So you've got this peach in the opening, but it's not a too sweet, fruity peach. You definitely feel it, you smell it, but it's like a peach that's been maybe sitting in a basket a little bit too long, or maybe it's sitting in the fruit department of your refrigerator, the fruit compartment area, where it starts to get brown and a little bit gets a little bit of a skank to it. That's what this is. That's how I would describe Divine and Fawn. It's like a skanky peach, but with that patchouli too. Again, when I wear this, it epitomizes the world of niche fragrance, and you're like, okay, I've got some unique taste when you're wearing that. I'm gonna go to, again, I mentioned earlier, the collaboration with Roland Mouret, Roland Mouret, and this is Un Amourette, which I believe is something to do with like a tryst or a sexual encounter, or I think Un Amourette is like someone who's like a lover, a secret lover, if I'm not wrong. So this is, you can tell, going to be something avant-garde, a little bit sexy. It's spicy, it's powdery, it's also got patchouli, like Divine and Font. Oh yeah, that spicy, powdery, just great fragrance. If maybe you're doing something that you shouldn't, maybe if you're feeling a little bit dangerous, not saying you should be committing, cheating on your spouse or your lover, but this is one that makes you feel a little bit edgy. And then so you have those three, right? Which are, again, darker, sexier, more unique niche fragrances. And then you've got ones that I think are the ones that I would really recommend starting out with, that are more mass appealing and more easy to wear. The first I would say would be Exit the King. This is one of my all-time favorite go-to fragrances. I think this is my third bottle of the 30 ml, which again, they don't have anymore here in the US. And this is, I would call it a soapy metallic rose fragrance. And I actually wore this yesterday because I hadn't worn it in a while. And when I was doing the video, thinking about the video, this just stuck out. I love this on women. I love it so much on a woman. I bought this as a gift before for women. It's just so, I love rose. I love soapiness. And when you combine those two with this kind of metallic quality, it's so different from your typical rose fragrance. So if you are a rose fan, men or women, I cannot recommend Exit the King more than enough. Probably came out like 4 years ago, I'm guessing, a little bit in that time range. And I know it's been a big hit for them because this is, again, very mass appealing. So for men or women, very sexy. I think the word that really describes this entire house is sexy. It's very French. And then lastly, another one, which is unique, but also mass appealing, friendly, easy to wear, great summertime fragrance. But especially now, if like you're in this cold weather and you want to kind of like feel a little bit lighter, a little bit more summery, a little bit more good time, this would be You or Someone Like You. This is, to me, one of the most Miami fragrances of all time. I know that's not exactly what they're going for, but it smells like a mojito. If you like to drink the mojito, which has, rum, and it has the basil leaves, and just, oh gosh, when I smell this, it makes me feel like I'm sitting in this section here in Miami called Little Havana, which is the very Latin Cuban section. And they have little Cuban bars where you can get espressos, you can get drinks, all the Cuban food. And of course, the classic Cuban mojito with the mint and the basil and the rum and it's refreshing, it's green, it's happy, it's fun. This is a fun time, happy fragrance. So again, if you're feeling a little bit cold this time of year, I would recommend it. So there you go. Want to do a little bit longer video recommending a bunch of top fragrances that I think are perfect for the beginner into niche because you've got a lot of choices at good price points. Let me know some of your favorites from the brand. Put them down below. And remember to give me a follow if you're not already following, or subscribe. And I look forward to meeting you guys digitally and connecting and continuing this journey. Remember, don't be a wimp, spray like a pimp.